paper, it appeared as if the Mississippi State Bulldogs would have a walk in the park on Saturday, but coming off of a near upset against Alabama from a week ago, the Dogs took a little bit longer than usual to get things revved up. The Razorbacks jumped out to a 2-touchdown lead on the heels of a few Bulldog miscues, but Mississippi State would methodically work their way back into the contest and would get a Dedrick Thompson 6-yard touchdown catch with about 17 seconds left to go to spoil the Hogs' upset bid. Montez Sweat pieced together a disruptive day on the defensive side of the ball for MSU, totaling 2.5 sacks. That was the most by a Bulldog since 2010. He added 4 tackles in the performance and was named the SEC Defensive Lineman of the Week. The win for the Dogs has them at 8-3 heading into the final game of the season, and Dan Mullen loved the grit his team showed to pick up win number 8.
And I give them a lot of credit. You know, they come in and their guys, they like both teams, they've had a lot of injuries like us, but they keep battling through, and played right down to the wire. And I'm proud of our guys for coming through and making the plays we needed to make in all 3 phases, you know, in the fourth quarter right there to find a way to win the game at the end. So it's a big win. You know, that's a big win for us.
The Ole Miss Rebels saw their modest 2-game win streak come to a halt on senior night on Saturday. The Rebels looked poised in the game's first half, but Texas A&M would rally, scoring 17 of the game's final 20 points to spoil Ole Miss's upset bid. A.J. Brown dazzled once again. He had 7 catches for 70 yards and some nifty running that got Ole Miss on the board in the first quarter. Ole Miss actually posted 325 yards of offense in the first half, but were limited to 66 in half number 2, and Coach Luke didn't have much of an answer as to what changed.
We couldn't get into a rhythm. We're struggling to throw it down the field. The wind may have had something to do with that with the down the field throws, but we struggled to protect them, and you know, Jordan could never get comfortable in the pocket. And I think we had too many penalties, stayed behind the chain some, which is not good. But you know, we got out of our rhythm, and credit Texas A&M. They did a nice job.
The Egg Bowl next awaits both the Rebels and the Bulldogs. That contest Thanksgiving night, 6:30 in Starkville. And a big congratulations sent in the direction of Lamar Academy. This past weekend's D2 state championship game in Jackson, Lamar trailed Simpson Academy 32-26 late in the contest, but they were able to come back, tie it up on a 3-yard score. The extra point put the Raiders ahead, and they won 33-32 in overtime. The victory gave Lamar Academy, the Raiders, their 5th state championship. On Sunday, a championship was up for grabs in the NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series, and to no one's surprise, well, maybe some people's surprise, Martin Truex Jr. picked up the win. He was the regular season champion, and he piloted his '78 Toyota to victory lane for the 8th time this season. That led all drivers. Fended off Kyle Busch in the closing laps. In the process, 37-year-old became the first New Jersey-born driver to ever win a Cup Series title. Martin Truex Jr. driving the number 78 car, as you see there, Mark. You know how many laps he led last night?
78.
Yes, indeed. He said it himself after the media made him aware of it. He said it was meant to be.
Meant to be?
Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, my boy Jimmie Johnson.
We stopped talking about him a couple of weeks ago. He wasn't even eligible for the championship yesterday. Geez. I mean, if you're going to say Keselowski, Harvick, but not Johnson.
Well, I mean, he's my favorite. So.
Okay, well, a couple more months, and we'll be talking about him again.